Wes, good to see you. Good one today. How to have a conversation about money and financial values with your kids. I know you have 3 tips. So, teaching kids about money and financial values isn't just about preparing them for financial success, it's about teaching them responsible decision making, boosting their confidence, and reducing their vulnerability to scams and manipulation. And for the most part, Wes, they're not teaching this in school.
They aren't, Aaron, and I hope that this changes soon. I think my first finance class wasn't until college, right? And that
Yeah.
was a personal finance class because I had to take it in a business course. So it's really up to parents and grandparents alike to kind of drive home these concepts, because at the end of the day, if we can give that knowledge, it can really create a huge difference in how our kids treat money and how they view money. And the reality is, it should be viewed as an asset, right? And not just something that grows on trees.
I think I heard my dad say that before. All right, so let's talk through these tips now. Your first tip is to tailor your approach to their age and understanding.
So, as early as, say, 4 or 5 years old, I think we can begin introducing concepts, and that can be
Mhm.
super basic, talking about spending money versus saving money, and then also sharing money. So maybe that for you, like for us, is tithing, and so we talk about how we give to our church monthly, and we always save a piece for that. But anything that we spend on things means that we no longer have the money behind it, right? And so
Mm.
it's out the door. And by using, kind of these silly things like a piggy bank or cash jars, which I know cash is kind of going the way of the dinosaur these days, but it can make it kind of tangible for kids, and it can be a fun activity when they're storing things and putting things away versus just spending it on
Right.
stuff.
Right. Helps them visualize a budget too, right? And then next, you suggest using everyday opportunities to teach, like grocery shopping.
Absolutely. So when you go to the store with your kids and they're picking out items, we can begin to have that conversation about wants versus needs. And I know kids are really focused on the wants, as are us adults. It's natural to be,
Yeah.
but we can have that conversation about do we need to spend the money now, or can this really wait, to
Sometimes
see
I
what's.
need those M&Ms though.
Hey, sometimes you need them.
And then last, of course, you need to lead by example. What does that mean though?
Monkey see, monkey do, right? So
Mhm.
kids are like sponges, I think, and they look up to their parents and grandparents to be role models. And if we're just spending without any thought, kids see that. If it's just on a whim all the time, then they think that anything can be given to them at a click of a button, just because they have access to it. So it's a really important thing to be mindful about it. And when you have bills that are due, don't be afraid to share that and say, hey, today is the 29th. Light bill is due, right? The power bill is due, or water bill, or cable, or whatever that it is. I think it's a really important concept. And the earlier that we can drive these things home, the better. And especially as they become teenagers, I can't wait to have the conversation about credit, because I've got a personal story about that. When the first time that I was, told, hey, here's $3,500, line of credit, I got a TV for my house at the college apartment, right? And
Oh,
nobody else
yeah.
chipped in, so I was left with the bill. And so it was a good lesson. It's a hard lesson, but I'm so glad that it happened, because the score is a lot better today, Aaron. I can tell you that.
So you didn't pay it all off at once then?
Oh no, are you kidding? I think it probably took me 2 years at least just to
Oof.
buy the TV. So
Oh
it was an
my.
expensive lesson.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Hey, Wes, this was so much fun. If somebody wants your help getting the ball rolling to have this conversation with their kids or grandkids, what's the best way to reach you?
Send us a note to info@patriotwealthnc.com, or pick up the phone 919-322-4113.
Great. Wes, thank you.
Thank you.